Hey guys, me Chance, welcome back to another video, and today guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video guys, today I'm gonna be rating all of the Beyblade Burst God Beys by their attributes and their gimmicks. So so I've done this with the Sparking Beys, I've done this with GT, and I've done this with Turbo, or Trozy. I have yet to do it with Dynamite Battle. I'm going to do it with DB2. I'm also going to do it with the dual layer season and with the single layers as well. But we're going to go in here and hit to God real quick because I know I haven't done this in a little while. Again, I've done Sparking, I've done Chozy, and I've done GT. I'm gonna do the DB when all the DB stuff comes out and stuff like that. Because I know best to believe not all of it's out. There's a new Valkyrie coming. Magma Ifrit random boosters coming. Yeah. So I best believe there's not all of the products are out yet. But yeah. We're gonna do Beyblade Burst God. So I just did the ones from the anime. I only added in the ones that were in the anime. So we're gonna go here to edit wheel, and I did add in other two more that aren't in the anime. That being Guardian Kerbeus and Galaxy Zeus. So so we're gonna go ahead and go down the list here. We got God Valkyrie, Beacon Culkin, Ultra Chronos, Nightmare Longinus, Maximum Garuda, Twin Nemesis, Legend Spriggan, Crasate, and Killer DeathScyther, Arc Bahamut, Drain Fafnir, Tornado Wyvern, Blaze Ragnaruk, Deep Chaos, Blast Genius, Shelter Regulus, Strike God Valkyrie, Siege Xcalibur, Guardian Kerbeus, Spriggan Requiem, and Galaxy Zeus. So So that's the two I added in, Guardian Kerbeus and Galaxy Zeus. So we're gonna go ahead and go down the list. You already know how this goes. I spin the wheel, and whatever one it lands on, I have to rate. So yeah, I've done this 3 other times, and I'll do it again. So yeah, and if I land on one that I've already rated, then I'll have to spin again. So that's the rules. All right, so who we're gonna get for the first time, guys? Here we go, and we're just gonna land on Drain Fafnir. Okay, so Drain Fafnir is the first one we rate. Okay, it's God Beys. Its gimmick is. It has two gimmicks. It can spin steel, has that rubber on its layer. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and start off with the parts. The parts is 8-0. Drain Fafnir 8-0. The driver, its nothing driver, has a gimmick too, where if there's enough pressure and force, the spring loaded tip part on nothing will go down, and it'll just go berserk. It's like a reverse ultimate reboot or reverse reboot. That's on God Valkyrie. So, yeah. Alright, so Drain Fafnir. The burst resistance isn't that good. I'll give it, I'll give it a 7. I'll give Drain Fafnir a 7. So, yeah. 7 Drain Fafnir. Here we go. Spinning again. And we're going to land on who we can now. And Strike God Valkyrie. Okay, keep in mind I did add God Valkyrie in here as well. But Strike God Valkyrie parts are Strike God Valkyrie 6 Vortex Ultimate Reboot. Its parts are just its gimmick is just like Strike God. It's just like Strike Valkyrie. Its gimmicks are just like God Valkyrie. It has the bound. Oh no, actually, no, because Strike God Valkyrie doesn't have the bound gimmick like God Valkyrie does. It has the reboot still, or ultimate reboot. It has the kick-in thing. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can do with the bound gimmick. On the Hasbro one, it does the bound gimmick on the Hasbro one, but on the TT Strike God Valkyrie, it doesn't do it. So yeah, because it's there's that piece that's making it lock in. But yeah. So the burst resistance isn't the best. For speed, overall I'll give it maybe an 8. I'll give Strike God Valkyrie an 8. So yeah, yes, I'm ranking it higher than Drain Fafnir. You heard me right. Alright, here we go. And we're going to be moving on. And who are we going to be rating now? Legend Spriggan. Okay. Legend Spriggan 7 Merge. Okay. Look, I love Spriggan. I have World Spriggan right here. I love Spriggan. It's my favorite Beyblade. But to be honest, Legend Spriggan was absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The parts were okay. The burst resistance was trash. I'm sorry. I'm very dyslexic. The burst resistance was trash. It broke. To a lot of bays. Like it broke. Like not just like burst, but it broke. I'm gonna have to give Legend Spriggan a 4. Yeah. The only thing good about it was its parts. Had merge. It can dual spin. No, I'll give it a 5. No, I'll give Legend Spriggan a 5 for dual spin. For dual spin rotation. But yeah, I'll give Legend Spriggan a 5. So Legend Spriggan's gonna have a 5. As much as I hate to do it. But unlike Legend Spriggan, Spriggan Requiem was actually a good release. But hopefully we'll be able to rate Spriggan Requiem in here. But let's go ahead and start. Here we go. Moving on. And we're going to get, who are we rating now? Arc Bahamut. Okay. Arc Bahamut 2 Bump Atomic. Okay. It released the TT. Okay, we're talking. Yeah, we're going by TT Beys, not Hasbro Beys. But Arc Bahamut released in a customized set with a Tornado Wyvern, recolor, a Drain Fafnir recolor, and it also released with Deep Chaos, which is also on the list. The burst resistance wasn't the best. Unlike the Hasbro one, the Hasbro's Arc Ballcash B3 was the slips on it. That thing were bad. So yeah, Arc or like not like bad, but not like terrible bad, but like it was like bad. Like you don't want to mess with Arc Bahamut or for Hasbro. But yeah, like they were cool. Like they were like awesome. Hasbro did a good job with the Ballcash for Hasbro for the Switch Strike series. But yeah, yeah, its Hasbro counterpart was okay, but the TT one was absolutely garbage. The gimmick was like whenever the metal pieces in the bay, like a line in the center. It's like it's kind of like Excalibur's it's like Excalibur's gimmick. But whenever the metal things align, it becomes a perfect circle. So it's like more like a circle, which is actually pretty cool. Instead of it being lined up into a sword. So yeah, that's the gimmick for Arc Bahamut. The defense on it was okay. The stamina was actually pretty awesome. I'll give Arc Bahamut a 6. Yeah, I'll give Arc Bahamut a 6, if not a 7.5. I don't know. Somewhere in between there. Probably a 6. No, I'll give it a 6.5. All right, 6.5. All right, Arc Bahamut. All right, moving on. To be going to, I don't know what happened there. Killer DeathScyther. Okay, Killer DeathScyther. I know it came with Vortex and Hunter. I forgot what the disc was. Was it 12? No, 12 released on Hell Salamander, right? I don't. Yeah. Was it? What was it? I forgot what it was. But was it 9? Was it? No, it wasn't 9. It wasn't 8. It wasn't 7. Wasn't 6. It was 5, 4. Hold on, let me see what it was. Hold on. Okay, guys, it seems that I was wrong. It was 2. The disc was 2. Killer DeathScyther 2, Vortex Hunter. The burst resistance wasn't bad, or actually it was pretty trash. Probably one of the most disappointing releases for God. Like we were all expecting DeathScyther to be like the probably the best attack type. Well, there was Nightmare Longinus, so I can't really say that. I don't know. The stamina on it was trash, and I get it. It was, and I get it's an attack type. Don't get me wrong. Stamina was trash. The gimmick was like when the scythe, it has like this little scythe, and it'll like come down, and it's like Excalibur's sword, but it's a scythe, and it'll kind of help it in battle. No, it doesn't really help it that much in battle. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to give Killer DeathScyther a 2. I know it's probably that. It's very disappointing. It's gonna have to give it a 2, be a 2. The stamina I can understand because it's an attack type, but I'm gonna have to give it a 2 because it's just I don't know. I don't like it, so I'm gonna have to give it a 2. I know it sucks, but hey, Hollow DeathScyther did a better job. Hollow DeathScyther was kind of better than Killer DeathScyther. Let's be honest, but yeah, Killer DeathScyther doesn't make the cut. So yeah, Killer DeathScyther 2. Let's go ahead and move on. As much as I hate to do that to him, but DeathScyther was one of my favorite Beys growing up. And Blaze Ragnarok. Okay, Blaze Ragnarok. Another disappointing release for God. The combo on it, I believe, was 4 cross Flugel or 4-star Flugel. What was it? It was 4 cross. It was 4 cross Flugel, right? Yeah, 4 cross Flugel was the combo. I'm pretty sure. I believe. The gimmick wasn't really that helpful in battle. It was like spin equalization or spin. It was to maximize its spin. There's like these little things, like these little wing looking things on Ragnarok on the side of its layer. So like whenever it spins, they'll like come out and help it in battle. Every Ragnarok has it, I'm saying, except for the single layer in Rising Ragnarok. Every Ragnarok has it. Glide, Cyclone, Crash. Every Ragnarok has it. So the stamina on it was actually pretty good. I'll give it maybe a 4 or a 3. My gosh, Snapchat. 4 or 3, one of those. Yeah. I think that's about right. So yeah, the burst resistance on it was pretty trash. Yeah, I'll give it a 4 for it. Actually no, because since it's a stamina type, and stamina is pretty much all that really matters when it comes to these type of Beys, I'll give it a 6. I'll give Ragnarok a 6. Blaze Ragnarok gets a 6. And yes, I'm ranking it higher than Legend Spriggan. I know. Alright. Moving on, we have Guardian Kerbeus. Okay, Guardian Kerbeus was another disappointing release. It came with Quarter and Revolve. Yeah, Revolve. Yeah, okay, this is what I don't get. Guardian Kerbeus is a defense type, but it comes with a stamina type driver. The burst resistance was trash. The teeth were trash. It didn't really have a gimmick. So you know what? I'm ranking Guardian Kerbeus down to a whole 1. I'm sorry. Guardian Kerbeus gets a 1, dude, because it has no gimmick. It has the wrong parts, and the burst resistance is trash. The teeth is trash. I'm sorry. I hate to do this to Kerbeus, but I'm sorry, bro. Kerbeus gets a straight 1, dude. I'm sorry. I'm ranking Killer DeathScyther. Yeah, Killer DeathScyther is getting a higher rank than this is, but yeah, I'm sorry. Kerbeus gets a fat 1. All right, here we go. All right, moving on. We go on to Deep Chaos. Okay, this one I was hoping to do. Deep Chaos comes with 4 flow and bearing. Bearing is probably, if not arguably, the best stamina tip today, up to date. Well, actually, no, there's never, and there's also eternal, and kick. But we're talking about God. We're talking about like God, not like other ones now. Now, for its time, Bearing was probably the best, arguably the best stamina tip out there. Good for competitive combos and stuff like that. The Bey itself wasn't that good. I hate to say it, because Deep Chaos was actually I always thought Deep Chaos was a pretty unique Bey for God. The only thing that really throws it off, it would have been an awesome to stamina. It probably would have been better than Drain Fafnir, if you want to ask me, because the only thing that really throws it off is how light it is, the weight, and the teeth on it. The teeth is trash. The weight's trash. It's like super light. The gimmick is like, it's like a bound type of thing. It has like this little plate, like this little pressure type thing on it, and if you press down on it, it like retracts or something like that. It's like a little bound type gimmick thing. I don't know. It's supposed to be some sort of defense mechanism or something. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, Deep Chaos is not that good. But when it comes to stamina, I'm gonna have to give Deep Chaos maybe an 8. Yes, I know that it's shocking. Deep Chaos isn't going to have it's going to get an 8 because it's just, the stamina on it's tremendous. Everything else may be bad, but I'm gonna give Deep Chaos an 8. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it up there with Drain Fafnir. What did Drain Fafnir get, like a 7? I don't know, but I'll give Deep Chaos an 8, just to be nice. And it's gotten a lot of hate in its days, but I'll give it an 8 just to be nice, and because it's a stamina type and it's pretty good with stamina. So yeah, Deep Chaos gets an 8. No questions, no buts, no ifs, no ands, or whatever. Alright, moving on. Here we go. Who are we going to be guessing now? Or ranking now? Tornado Wyvern. Okay, Tornado Wyvern. Four-glaive atomic? Pretty sure? Yeah. This release was okay. It definitely wasn't the best release. The stamina, its gimmick was like there was like a little free spinning plate on it, and it like helped. It's like this, okay. Take this for example. Take this for example. Take World Spriggan's 2B chassis for example. It's free spinning, right? It's just like Jet Wyvern's gimmick. This is exactly what Tornado Wyvern was. This is what its layer did. It like helped fend off attacks, and it also had some shock absorption to it, which was actually pretty neat. So the burst resistance wasn't that good. The teeth wasn't that good, or wasn't that? I mean, it was like in the center. So I'm gonna give Tornado Wyvern maybe a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. So yeah, I'll give Tornado Wyvern a 7.5. Sorry if I said Jet Wyvern. Did I say Jet Wyvern? I don't know. Did I say Jet Wyvern earlier? I don't really remember. But Tornado Wyvern, I'll give a 7.5. So yeah, moving on. Who are we going to be taking out now? Shelter Regulus. Okay, balance type. Sadly another disappointing release. Came with what? Oh man, what did it come with? Oh, I know the driver was Tower. But I can't really remember what the parts were, and I really don't want to search up the parts like I did for DeathScyther. But yeah, I'm just gonna say it was pretty disappointing. Its gimmick, it was a balance type. Its gimmick was like mid battle. It'll switch to it'll stay in defense mode mid battle, but then it'll stay in defense mode, but mid battle it'll switch to attack mode. Or is it the other way around? I don't really know. Is it the other way around? I don't really remember. Okay. Well, the gimmick was it did okay. Probably wasn't the best gimmick. It was actually pretty trash. I'll give Shelter Regulus a 4. Yeah, Regulus gets a 4. Alright, moving on, we have God Valkyrie. Okay, so just like Strike God Valkyrie was a little better, in my opinion. Strike God Valkyrie was kind of a downgrade. God Valkyrie, in my opinion, was actually good because of the bound gimmick. And Ultimate Reboot was a good driver, don't get me wrong, but Reboot... No, Ultimate Reboot was okay. Ultimate Reboot's better than Reboot. The only thing that really throws Strike God Valkyrie off other than God Valkyrie is the bound gimmick. So I will rank God Valkyrie higher than Strike God Valkyrie. I'll give God Valkyrie a 9. The teeth on it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I'll give God Valkyrie a 9. So yeah, God Valkyrie gets a 9. Alright, moving on. Here we go. We are going to be ranking Alter Chronos. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alter Chronos. I don't know. Alter Chronos wasn't the best release. Oh no, it wasn't the best. It was a balanced type. It came with trans and oh my gosh, it's been a long time. I can't really remember the parts that well, but I know it came with trans and some other parts. The gimmick was like on the back of its layer. There's like this little mechanism where you can switch it between stamina and attack. Same thing with trans, the driver. Just like any regular normal balanced type gimmick. I don't really know. I'm not gonna rank Ultra Chronos that high. I'm gonna give it maybe a 5. I'll put it right there with Legend Spriggan. The teeth on it wasn't that good. Yeah, I'll put it right there with Legend Spriggan. So yeah, 5. Yeah, Ultra Chronos gets a 5. All right, moving on. We have Blast Genius. Blast Genius wasn't that good of a release either. It came with 5 Glaive Guard. The gimmick worked kind of well. The gimmick was that if like after like a certain amount of time, short amount of little plate on it that will go up that acts like as a wall, and helps it increases its defense and balance. I don't know what I think about Genius. The stamina on it was okay. The defense on it was okay. The teeth were kind of horrible. I'll give it maybe, I don't know. I'll give it a 4. Yeah, I'll give Blast Genius a 4. So yeah, I'm gonna rank it lower than Legend Spriggan and Ultra Chronos. So yeah, I'll give Blast Genius a 4. Moving on, we have Maximum Garuda. Okay, Maximum Garuda. I don't know how I feel about Garuda. It came with 8 Flow and Flugel. It didn't really have a gimmick. No, it didn't have a gimmick. The only thing it was kind of like Blaze Ragnarok. It just had spin equalization and since it was so wide, it maximizes its endurance. Didn't really have a gimmick. The teeth on it were kind of horrible. The stamina on it was okay. It was decent. The stamina on Garuda was decent. I'll give Garuda maybe a 3. So yeah, I'll give Garuda a 3. I'll give Garuda a 3. Moving on, we have Beat Kukulkan. It comes with 7 Under and Hunter, right? Yeah. 7 Under Hunter. Did it come with a 7? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. 7 Under Hunter. Yeah. Kind of rhymes, but actually, its burst resistance was actually pretty good. The teeth was actually awesome. The parts were okay. It was an attack type. Its gimmick was just like Xcalibur's and Bahamut's gimmick. Like whenever the middle things in the middle of a line, these like little like these fang looking things will pop out, and it'll help its attack power come up. So yeah, I'll probably give, I don't know, guys, to be honest, I'll probably give Vika Culkin a 10, guys. Yeah, I'll give Vika Culkin a straight 10. It was probably one of the best attack type releases, honestly. So I'll give Vika Culkin a 10. Moving on, we have already guessed Tornado Wyvern. Nightmare Longinus. Okay, so the thing about Nightmare Longinus is it didn't have a disc with it, so Destroy and Nightmare Longinus Destroy was actually its only parts. But the gimmick actually its gimmick was kind of unique because once it had like a bunch of metal on it. Like it had like arguably Nightmare Longinus was probably the god bay with the most metal. Its life after death was actually pretty good. Burst resistance isn't as good as its Hasbro's counterpart. So it's kind of going down Arc Bahamut's road right a little bit. Except better than Arc Bahamut. What did I rank Arc Bahamut? What, a 4 or a 5 or a 6? What did I rank Arc Bahamut? I don't know. I'll give Nightmare Longinus a 7. I'll give it a 7. It was okay. Nightmare Longinus gets a 7. Alright. Okay. Siege Xcalibur. Siege Xcalibur. Attack type. It's, of course, Excalibur's known for being off balance. Yeah. Yeah. Siege Excalibur is known for being off balance. It comes with 1 in sword, no, 1 iron, yeah. It's just Excalibur. It has that gimmick where like this middle thing, the center thing aligns, and the sword, yeah, it's the same thing. It increases its attack power, it increases its speed, and stuff like that. But yeah. And it makes it super off balance. But except for that, I'll give Siege Excalibur a 7 as well. Yeah, Siege Excalibur gets a 7 too. Alright. Alright, Christ Satan, or Kinetic Satum, in other words. Comes with 2 glaive loop. It has the roller things, and it has the driver. It has the little roller things on its driver. The burst resistance wasn't that good. The defense was not really that good, to be honest, either. Christ Satan probably gets maybe a 3. Yeah, Christ Satan gets a 3. Christ Satan gets a 3. So yeah, Satan gets a 3. Alright. Moving on. Galaxy Zeus. It came with, 4 bump planet? I don't know, something like that. Something like that. The burst resistance wasn't that bad, or wasn't that good. The stamina wasn't that good either. Well, no, the stamina was pretty, it was pretty accurate. It was pretty decent. The gimmick was like the little metal balls in its layer will come, like, whenever it spins, like, they'll come out on the outer part of the layer. It'll maximize its stamina and stuff like that, which is actually pretty okay, pretty cool. For stamina, I'll give it maybe an 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5. And just because we're just about to reach the end of the video, I'll go ahead and rate Spriggan Requiem too. Wait, let's go ahead and rate Spriggan Requiem. So, yeah, Spriggan Requiem. All right. Probably the best God Bay out. Probably the, nah, if not one of the best, if not the best, one of the best God Bays. Probably like the 3rd or 2nd best God Bay. This was unlike Legend Spriggan, this bay was a monster, dude. It had 3 different modes. It had dual spin rotation. It could spin steal. This thing was a beast. It came with Zero and Zeta. This thing was a freaking beast. And it was awesome. It was an awesome release. It was way better than Legend Spriggan ever could be. But I still love Legend Spriggan because it's a Spriggan. But I'm gonna give Legend Spriggan an 8. I'll give it a straight 9 or a straight 10, dude. 10.5. 10.5. There you go. 10.5 right there. Straight 10.5. Yeah, awesome. Awesome release. But there you have it, guys. That is going to be the Beyblade Burst God. Oh my gosh, dude, my mind is scrambled right now. This is a long video. That's the Beyblade Burst God tier, or rating God Beys. Yeah, there was some good releases. There were some bad releases. I can't wait to see what DB is gonna be like. I'm still gonna have to rate the dual layers and the single layers. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Subscribe to Join the Hope Nation, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, guys.